Van Dyke is from Larchmont, right? New Rochelle. So you might be looking at me wondering, is that the love child of Barry Manilow and Keith Richard? I'm not. Ruth Bader Ginsburg. What happened was, let me explain why I took my socks off and my phone rang. I have a doctor, and I think he was calling. And the reason I took my socks off is I went to Chico's, and they call me on the phone. They have to pay their rent, and the lady says, "It's Sheila from Chico's. I have a personal person who calls me," and she called and she said, "We have the kind of shirts you like that, they cover everything, and we have the kind of pants you like," but they didn't tell me the pants weren't going to reach the shoes, and that's why I took the sock off. I didn't tell you the rest of the story, so I think I better use your material because Gladys will have to coach me, and that's a fate worse than death. So, I used to teach school. I used to live where Fenn lives, and I just moved from there, and I used to drive to the school where I used to teach, and it's a very tough school, but someone very famous went there. In fact, 4 famous people went there. Carol Jenkins from Channel 5 News, she went to PS 140 where I taught, and 2 NFL stars and the ATM Bandit went to my school. He didn't graduate. He wasn't good in math. But he did go to my school. And then at the graduation, something peculiar happened at the high school graduation. The valedictorian wasn't there. And that night I turned on the TV, and she's on America's Most Wanted. I taught in a really tough school. I mean, you walk in the building and you see the school colors, black, blue, and dried blood red. But it's not just the color dried blood red, it's dripping off the banner. So she mentioned the participation clapping. I think I'm going to need some of that. I wanted to tell you, in my school they used to give participation trophies to every kid just for showing up. And I thought that would have come in handy when I was on my honeymoon. In fact, on both my honeymoons, because I was married twice, they participated, but very little was accomplished. And I wasn't going to talk about that. And you like, why? Oh, because I do it every time I'm here, but since the stage was over there, I've been saying, no, I was married to a Chinese guy after I was married to a Jewish guy, and people say, what's the difference? There's no difference. They're both cheap and drive terribly. Now in Portland, you can't be politically incorrect with your comedy, I know, because when I was there, it was so, anyway.
I did.
Today, something funny happened. I was in an office, and this guy was complaining about this worker. He said he used to be all flighty and scatterbrained, and now he's become anal. And the boss said, "We like anal," but they meant we like that he's getting anal. You get it? So the boss goes, "Oh, we like anal." So it's just funny the way that. Thank God I wrote that down. So there's this man on 33rd and 8th Avenue in a food truck, and he said I was his sweetheart, and I was really touched. I guess he wanted to marry me. The trouble is, I think he has not only a wife on every street corner in New York that he parks the truck, I think he has a wife in every Mideastern country. You know, he probably has like so many wives. But look at all the falafel you would get. You know, all the lamb, all the salad, and you know what amazes me about the guy? He's there every day of the week except for Sunday. He has my little stepson. He's about 15 working there. One of my stepsons. And he and his people could wipe out all of America because sometimes that food, it's not approved by the FDA or anything. Think about it. He might be an insider for ISIS. I mean, we eat the food food off the truck, but we don't know. Maybe they're really there. Could you imagine if I marry him and then he's out to just wipe out this whole nation because we all love the food truck food? Well, anyway, it's a new concept. I admire his work habits because I have friends on Long Island in Elmont Fen who have giant kitchens, and this guy has a kitchen this big, and he's there 7 days a week, except for the one day, and then all day, every weather, and he has everything in that little truck, and all my friends make for dinner in their giant kitchens are reservations. Thank you.